Rudolph leaned back in his chair, his eyes fixed on the FDA's letter on his desk. The afternoon sun filtered through the blinds of the Boukman Guild's office, casting striped shadows across the room. "Mark," he called out, his voice steady but tinged with frustration. "Come in here a moment." Mark, a promising prospect of the guild, entered swiftly. "Yes, sir. I think you should understand this," Rudolph said, tapping the letter. "The FDA wants to shut down our partner's natural medicine listings. They're claiming it has no valid cure claims." Mark's eyebrows shot up. "But, sir, the local benefits are real. Earth Nation gave us the data to prove and stock the product." Rudolph nodded, a grim smile playing on his lips. "Exactly. And that's why we're going to fight this. Call Charlie from local lab testing. Tell him we need his help. We've been trying to coexist with a parasite. It's time that we expose the FDA." As Mark hurried to make the call, Rudolph's mind raced. The Boukman Guild has taken on corrupt institutions before, exposing poisonous water supplies and questionable product testing. He knew they had the lawyers to fight for the Foundry. But this felt different, bigger. This wouldn't end with one product. "Sir," Mark said, returning. "Charlie's on board. He sounded like he actually expected this. What's our next move?" Rudolph stood, pacing the room. "We're going to conduct an experiment, Mark. We'll compare FDA-approved products with their European counterparts. Foods with ingredients banned overseas, but allowed here. Let's see what they do to mice." Mark's eyes widened as he grasped the implications. "And we'll share our findings with the Foundry." "Precisely," Rudolph confirmed. "The Foundry will be our signal flare, Mark. It's built to make us more effective in addressing corruption like this. The locals are funding this investigation, and they deserve to know the truth." As the sun dipped lower, casting long shadows across the city, Rudolph and Mark worked late into the night. They compiled lists of products, drafted experiment protocols, and reached out to their network of whistleblowers and investigators related to the FDA. In the quiet of the office, with only the hum of computers and the occasional rustle of papers, Rudolph paused. He looked at Mark, seeing the determination in the young prospect's eyes. He'd look like he'd make a good investigator someday. "You know, Mark," he said softly, "the Foundry wasn't made to only expose corruption. It's about hope. It's about showing people they have the power to change things." Mark nodded, understanding dawning on his face. "And that's why the FDA is trying to put a stop to it. Why they are so threatened by us." Rudolph smiled. "Exactly. We're not just challenging their authority. We're offering an alternative. A world where citizens have the power to access and request investigations that matter to them. Where transparency is the norm, not the exception." As they returned to their work, the rest of the Foundry development outside slept, unaware of the storm brewing within the walls of the Boukman's Guild. But soon, very soon, they would feel its impact. The whistle was about to blow, and the hungry watchdog was being let off the leash to satiate its hunger.